classes. You know, in a school, one student never missed any class, so he got reward. 100% attendance reward. And when his friend asked, what inspired you, what motivated you? He said, he attended all the classes because he had a crush. Okay? So he didn't miss any class because he had a crush. And he was the only one who got reward. So the questioner was confused and asked, so why didn't your crush get the reward? He said, my crush is my class teacher. He said his crush was his class teacher, okay? Some years ago, there was a bus that played between Senapati and Purul, you know. There was a bus, Purul bus. And, you know, during Christmas, you know, many people go to village, and one day it so happened that so many passengers came, and that is the reason even the driver did not get the seat. Yeah, driver didn't get the seat because so many people came. And that's about Purul bus. I'll tell you one story about Tamenlong bus, okay? Have you been to Tamenlong? Tamenlong?
No.
The road is like this. So many turnings, zigzag, no, curves. It's like a curve. So there are so many turnings and the bus goes like this. And I learned that the driver and the man who sits in the last bench can pass eatables. Right, the way the driver has last in the bus. Then they do not pay. Do you believe? Okay, no, I'm not simply here to entertain. I came to share jokes, to use your mind, and also encourage. I have 3 or 4 points. So I share all these stories to encourage the students, particularly the students, that you need to use your creativity. You know, creativity is very important. You know, how creative the musicians are. You look at the notes, you know, there is soprano, alto, bass, and tenor. How creative the singers are, the musicians are. So you need to be very creative. So you need to use your brain in order to be a great musician. That is my first point. You know, use your mind. And in order to be creative, in order to think creatively, I want to tell you that you need to read books sometime. You know, when you read books, you'll be able to think, not just your academic books. Read some good books. Okay. One day, a puma lost his buffalo. Have you heard? Boys, girls, have you heard? And yet, he lost his buffalo, he couldn't find, so he was looking for his buffalo in the forest. And that day, so he couldn't find, so he climbed up a tree, sat on a branch of a tree, and he was looking for his buffalo around. He couldn't find, so he was sitting there on the branch of that tree. So while he was sitting there, one young guy and a lady came for dating under that tree, and they were expressing love, you know. You're the papaya of my eye. I love you from the core of my kidney. I can die for you. And the guy said, when I look into your eyes, I can see everything in this world. You know? The man on the top heard. He looked down and asked, so can you see my buffalo? He didn't see. He just lied. You know, now I'll come to, my second point. Now I've been thinking why letter W starts with D. Why the letter W starts with D? W, see, you pronounce W. It starts with D, right?
Yes.
Why fishes under the water are thirsty? I've been thinking and questioning, Why we love government job but do not love government schools and colleges? Why the VIP vehicles are very fast on the road but the file process is very slow in the office? No, I'm really questioning. No, when I share these jobs, I'm here to convey a message to the singers and to everyone that we have to be relevant, I had a friend, when I was in the college, I had a friend, he is a singer, a musician. He told me about the Burmese, he's from Burma, and he said, there are certain people who compose songs, many songs, but those songs are not popular. But there was a guy from Burma who used to go around with a bag. He used to go and interact with the shopkeepers, the vendors, and the cobblers and barbers. He goes around, talk with all those people, and he comes back home and compose songs, and his songs are very popular. That's why I want to convey this message that you have to be very, very relevant. You have to look around. When you walk around in the market, think what people are thinking, how people are acting, I'll tell you one story again. Are you bored?
No.
And I also have been thinking and questioning why we pray for tea but never pray for ice cream and cold water. Do you do that? You pray for tea and you never pray for your ice cream? One day a pastor told all the church members to read Mark chapter 17 and come back on next Sunday, okay? So the following Sunday, next Sunday, as he told the church members to read Mark chapter 17, he asked the question, those who read Mark 17, please raise your hand. All hands up. If you check your Bible, there is no Mark 17, okay? Pastor tasted them to know whether they read their Bible or not. All hands up. All are truthful liars. They didn't read because there is no Mark chapter 17. And he started his sermon. He said, today my topic is sin of lying. And he preached on that topic, sin of lying. Two guys were trying to fix a bomb one day, and his friend was looking, and the guy who was trying to fix the bomb was giving much attention, and his friend said, my dear friend, be very careful, it may blast. And the guy who was fixing the bomb said, don't worry, even if this bomb blasts, I still have one more in my bag. They were trying to kill people with the bomb. He said, even if this bomb blasts, I still have one more in my bag. Don't worry. That's how people are today. All the people think that they are right, though they are wrong. My dear friends, Yesterday, one guy from Nagaland committed suicide, and we were all sad. He is an influencer, very popular, committed suicide. If you think your life is unfair, unfortunate, you have so many pains, problems in your life, think of a Brazilian, a prisoner from Brazil, who was in the prison. He tried to escape from the prison, dark and escape tunnel. He started digging under the ground, and he was digging for 5 years to escape from the prison. And after 5 years, he was hoping to go out very far, but ultimately landed at the security guard's room. Security guards. So if you think your life is unfair and unfortunate, just think of that man, okay, who was trying to escape from the prison, dark for 5 years, but ultimately fell. My dear friends, we have many artists to present beautiful songs. I will wind up very soon. You know, young boys and girls perform beautifully. You become very popular one day. So I want to convey a message at last by telling a few stories. Okay, 1 or 2 stories. Then I'll wind up. I heard some also want to hear my love story, huh? If you want to hear, I'll share. How I proposed her. Okay. Yesterday I heard that in Japan, one old man died at a very young age. You know, joke is funny when some people don't understand. One day, 2 brothers were stealing. Are you listening?
Yes.
They were stealing fruits in a neighboring village. And nobody was there for some time. But later, abruptly, suddenly, one guy from that village approached, and he was nearing. So the elder one ran away immediately. The younger brother was about to run. But that guy who was approaching from some distance, he said, "Stop! Stop!" He could run away, but he stopped. So he was caught, and the villagers came to know about his elder brother also. And the elder brother was so angry, and he scolded his younger brother. "You had some time. There was some distance away. You could run away. Why didn't you run?" The younger brother said, when he said stop, if I run away, that man will think that I do not know English. English somebody cholai. No, that's how people are, you know. The ego of people, you know, today. One day, a lady performed a beautiful song in a program. She was not so beautiful, but she captivated the heart of one man who was present there. Her songs were so beautiful. It melted the heart of one man. You know, so he proposed her. She accepted the proposal, and they got married. One day, that woman woke up early, and she tried to awaken her husband. He wanted to sleep more, but he was awakened by his wife. And when he opened his eyes, he looked up. She hasn't washed up. And you know, for the first time, she was ugly. You know, when she was singing, he saw her very beautiful. That's why he married her, you know. So that day, that morning, when she called him for breakfast, he looked at her and he was a little discouraged, you know, disappointed. She was ugly. First time. What did he do? She said, come and have tea. He replied, sing, 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 sing. Sing, sing, sing. Oh, because of the song. He married her, right? She was so beautiful because of the song. Okay, I think I'll come to my love story and, you know, why not? Before that, one last story, okay? One day a teacher told the students to draw a sleeping cow. A sleeping cow. Nobody was drawing except one student in the last bench. He was drawing, but the teacher did not notice that student drawing. All the students were not drawing, so he was so disappointed, he was so angry. After a few minutes of waiting, they were not drawing, so he shouted, banged the table and shouted and asked, why are you not drawing? The student who was drawing in the last bench said, sir, I'm done. He was surprised to hear that. He went and checked his notebook, and lo and behold, he drew a cow standing, a standing cow, not a sleeping cow. So he got angry again. I told you to draw a sleeping cow, not a standing cow. The student said, sir, earlier the cow was sleeping. But when you shouted, why are you not drawing? The cow got up. When you shouted, why are you not drawing? The cow woke up. Drawing the cow got up. Actually, how I proposed to my wife, you know, I told, let me keep a ladder on your heart so that I can climb up and rest. When you smile, even a blind man will see your smiling face. Your heart is in my heart. Jokes apart, you know, when I was in the college, you know, as people say, beauty lies in the tongue, you know. I was also admired by so many long hairs, you know. Not boasting though. I was admired by so many long hairs, but I didn't fall in love. My wife and I studied together in the same college, but never in my mind thought that we would come together. We were not in relationship during college. Many people think that since we studied together, we might have been in relationship in the college days. Never. And you know, some girls are, you know, very clever. You know, when they want to have relationship with me, you know, they will come with different ideas. You know, one girl told me, Brother Liba, I want you to be my prayer partner. Another girl told me, you know, it's hard to sell books. You know, I write books. And one girl told me, brother, I want to help you sell your books. Yeah, seriously. But I did not fall in love just for fun, okay, for time pass, you know. Why? I don't want to have fun with a lady who will be somebody's wife in the future. Who will be somebody's wife, right? And I just said that if you have so many exes, you will never enjoy your life. So many exes, so many boyfriends and girlfriends. After you get married, you go to traffic, from all road your ex will be coming. Oh, my ex is coming, you will turn backward. You will turn towards SBI, another X is coming. You will come down and you will go towards, HDFC, another X is coming. So you will turn back and you will go to TNK area, another X is coming. You will turn back, You won't enjoy it. So, my love I call super glue love.
Yeah.
Once I fall, over. Super glue love is for marriage when time comes. But before time comes, students, study. Do your work. If you excel, if you do well, boys, girls will come, like they come and wait for a gas cylinder in queue. They'll come if you do well. People wait for gas cylinder in line, right? Queue. They'll come like that. So I fell in love with a lady I married. We rarely meet because it's not always healthy to meet. If you deeply fall in love with someone, don't meet often. Don't meet often. If you meet in front of parents. If you can do, that's good. Don't go to forest and sit under a tree and come and meet me under the pineapple tree. And then you will sit 3 feet, there you keep 2-3 feet distance between, and you tell your girlfriend, please pray for my spiritual life. I'm very weak spiritually. Your girlfriend will request you to pray for you. Please pray for me. In the deep forest, jungle, under a tree, you go for dating. So, don't go for dating when it is not time. Do your well. If it is music, follow your profession, give your best, excel. Then pray for your life partner. Pray. Then I believe that God will prepare for you. That's my time. Thank you, everyone.